Hey guys, Little 5 here with episode number 40 of the My Player on FIFA 23 with Manchester City. They continue the hunt for the Premier League, for the Champions League, for the Cup competitions, and we're kicking it off against Leeds in the Premier League. Now, last episode we mentioned this Golden Boot race between ourselves and Erling Haaland. It is going to be a long one because, we assist him, he assists us, so we want to get the Golden Boot and the Playmaker of the Season award, but maybe we'll have to sacrifice the amount of goals we score to get him to score the goals so we can win the Playmaker award. But then if we sacrifice our goals scored, he is going to score more than us and we're not going to get the Golden Boot. So it's a difficult one, but when you got skills like that, when you do stuff like that, when you play it simply to his feet, you get 2 assists in this game, he gets 2 goals. That's fine, because the skill we showed there was absolutely brilliant. The game ends as a 2-0 victory for ourselves. We're currently top of the league. The only real team that is close to us is Spurs. They're a few points behind us, so could be a fun little title race when we get into the later parts of the season. But right now, we are playing really nice football. We're cruising, we're scoring goals, and life is good. We're obviously already through in the Champions League after the draw with RB Salzburg in the previous episodes. This game against Dortmund is a little bit irrelevant, but a bit of fun against the former Champions League finalists from last season. Test ourselves up against them, see how we can do. But 4 minutes in, the chance is going to come their way. They're going to hold up nicely. The defence, like I said, this season has actually been pretty shocking. And that is on showcase here as Fofana scores at the near post, makes it 1-0. Yeah, shocking defending, obviously, from a 91 rated Diaz and an 88 rated Saliba. Split like the Red Sea. Absolutely parted. So yeah, that's going to have to change if we want to win the Champions League. The league, I think we can win. Even with a bit of a dodgy defence. The Champions League, though, these one-off games, that's where we're going to need the defence to be top level, basically. As they do concede again in the 64th minute. Some simple skills, really, and that is what punishes us. But 20 minutes remaining. Like I said, we're already through in the group stages. This is kind of just for Dortmund to get through, I guess. I think them and Salzburg are still... Second place is still up for grabs. So when we scored this goal in the 70th minute, we had a bit of pressure to Dortmund. They don't really know how to react. Do they keep playing their normal game, hope to get another goal, or do they sit back? Well, 4 minutes later, another chance here is going to come our way as we're going to pick up the ball, turn Militao, knock it through to Kudus. Mohamed Kudus is through one-on-one and he slots it past Kobel to make it 2-2 on the night. And there's still a chance now, with many minutes remaining, for us to go ahead and win the game. But we lose the ball there, trying to attack forward, but thankfully Kudus can take it back. He's going to hold it up against Kurt Zouma, loses our possession, and there's a counter-attacking chance here for Dortmund here. Gordon scored a complete replica of this in the other fixture. He just charged down that left-hand side, went one-on-one with Everton, and he tucked it home. This time, they eventually played across to the opposite side, and somehow Fabio Vieira put that into the back of the net past Edison. He was like running back on his line. I don't know what the positioning was there from Edison. Really poor. But we are going to lose this game 3-2 to Borussia Dortmund, unfortunately. But like I said, we're through. It's going to be Dortmund joining us, I do believe. So the Champions League finalists from last season did not get knocked out in the groups. And we return to league action, taking on Wolves. This episode is going to be filled with a couple of teams who, they're kind of bottom half teams. We're gonna be dominating them basically. So yeah, you're going to enjoy a few goals, some pretty nice goals here and there. And one of them is going to come here 5 minutes in. We take it down brilliantly. We get inside and we just power it into the bottom left-hand corner on our weaker left foot. We just tell the City fans, calm down. We're here to score the goals, to have a bit of fun. Just a few minutes later, we pick up the ball in the middle of the pitch and we're going to try and create something here as Calvin Phillips finds ourselves. Got a chance here to play it through to bit too much on that one. But a poor clearance from the Wolves defender allows it to fall to our feet. We put it in that exact same bottom left-hand corner, this time with our right foot, doubling our lead. And there's a chance now for a very, very quick hat-trick for ourselves in this one. But basically, the game's wrapped up. You know, we're 8 minutes in, we're 2-0 up. You know, the defence has been poor, but conceding 2 goals to Wolves in this one, I don't see that happening. But Brian Brobby beats Ederson quite easily at the near post, and Ederson might be the problem. It might not be the 2 centre-backs, it might be Ederson, because he has conceded a lot of silly goals. Notably that one against Dortmund that you just saw, but that one there again, an easy one at the near post. So maybe we need a new goalkeeper for this one. But here, we're going to charge to the byline. We're going to play it back across to Pellegrini, and Pellegrini is going to make it 3-1 in this game. And like I said in the previous episode, ourselves and Haaland, we're way up front with the goal scoring, but behind us, Pellegrini is the third, got top goal scorer for the club. Phil Foden actually maybe underperforming in terms of his goals, but he's probably got a load of assists to his name. As we come into this one, the later minutes, we're 3-1 up, just into the second half. Thought maybe we could have went down there and got a penalty, but it did fall to Camavinga. He led it across to Haaland. Haaland made it 4-1, and at this point I thought, let's get some rest. Let's request a substitution. Grealish can come on, get a few minutes. We have the 2 goals, we have the 1 assist. 100% conversion rate. Don't know if you saw that, but every shot we had, we scored. As we come to this one away from home, we're taking on Luton. Travel down to their little stadium at the... I can't remember what it's called. Completely escaped me what the Luton Stadium's called. But yeah, we've travelled there, and this super team against, you know, an overachieving Luton team. We strike that one. The keeper should be saving that. There's not really any power behind that. It was more placement than power, but yeah, we'll take it. 1-0. A nice finish. Unfortunately, it is another assist for Erling Haaland for one of our goals, but we'll move on. Here, from the corner, they catch it. We're going to do our signature move here, hitting them on the counter-attack. We're going to request the ball here from Ederson, but completely ignores us. So he's heard us chatting shit about him and how poor he's been. But we are going to move here as Haaland, lovely ball through to us, lovely touch from ourselves, charging, holding off our man on our stronger right foot into that bottom left-hand corner, across goal, 2-0, 2 goals for ourselves. And very similar to the previous game, the game's wrapped up. We're going to save ourselves some energy. We're going to request a sub. This time it's Marquinhos coming in, and this time we had 2 goals, a 9.1 rating, very, very nice. Then Everton at the Etihad. This is going to be our first highlight game at Man City. Going to try it out, see how it works here. We receive the ball. We're going to strike it across goal on our weaker left foot. 1-0 to the good. I thought, yeah, that's nice. 51 minutes in. We'll get a few more highlights. We can score a few more goals. We didn't. The game ended. And unfortunately, you can see by the player reactions, it ended 1-1 with Everton. Not the best, but we're a few points clear at the top of the league, so dropping points like that, it's not bad right now. You know, if it was the end of the season, it'd be a lot worse. But thankfully, near the beginning of the season, it's not too bad. Here, 20 minutes in, it's that bottom left-hand corner again, and it's against Dinamo. So I was actually wrong. There was actually 2 more games left in the Champions League, so that Dortmund game was actually pretty important. But against Dinamo at the Etihad, we should be winning. And in the 86th minute of the game, we look like we secured the victory here. 2 goals for ourselves. 2-1 was the score, but this is the highlights. They love screwing you over. And the final score was 2-2 between ourselves and Dinamo. We did progress through, but we did progress through in first place, thankfully. So not too bad. Nothing to worry about. And we do progress through to the next rounds where we're going to take on Villarreal in a few months' time. Obviously, we've got to get past January first, and maybe get some new additions to the team. Maybe a goalkeeper would be nice. But here, against Bournemouth, early doors once again. We put the ball in the back of the net. We're kings of scoring early goals. If you get the average time of all of our goals, I'd reckon it's 20, 30 minutes, somewhere between there, especially at this City team. really early goals and a lovely cross there onto the head of Erling Haaland. 2-0 here against Bournemouth. The cross there was supreme. Really nice. And yeah, we're back to the Premier League, back to the winning ways. And yeah, you can see I switched from the highlights because I didn't want to lose our lead in the Premier League by too many points. And thankfully, when we play the full games, we just get so many more goals here, as we are going to score our second of the game, the third for the team. Hat-trick is calling our name. And I think we're going to answer that call. Because we've only got a few minutes left in this one. We've already scored twice, and time is most definitely on our side. You can see there 24 goals in 19 matches from the right wing in this Man City team. Haaland, I think, has around the same. I think he maybe has 22 goals. So yeah, the race is very, very, very good. And obviously we have to break the Haaland record that he set in real life just a few months ago. In game, that's not a thing, but we know in real life how many goals the record is in the Premier League. So we're going to try and break that and smash it, basically. Set the record for the most goal contributions in a Premier League season here, as we play a little nice ball here as Haaland plays it back to ourselves, and it is that bottom right hand corner once again. The hat-trick right there is secured. 4-1. There was a little bit of a shake as Bournemouth scored, but we held on. We didn't concede too many goals. Once again, saving the energy. 70 minutes played, 3 goals, 1 assist, a 9.6 average rating. And we'll let Marquinhos get a few minutes on the pitch in our place as we come into the final game of today's episode. Brentford at the G-Tech Stadium. You can see there, 19 games played, 66 goals scored. Majority of them are going to be ourselves and Haaland. I'd say maybe 50 of them are me and Haaland, maybe just under. But yeah, a good chunk of them, definitely. As we come into this one, an early chance here. Lewis Potter holds off his man really nicely. Lovely bit of skill, plays it inside, and it is put into the back of the net by Fofana, who puts them 1-0 up. We have to go all the way to the second half for another chance to come our way. Silly, giving the ball away. Fofana goes for a long shot, doesn't quite work out, but Camavinga can start the counter-attack here as Foden and Haaland play some nice balls between them. We're going to skip past the defence, using our strength, using our pace, going for that bottom left-hand corner for the 6th or 7th time in this episode. Back onto level terms. And now we push for the winning goal in these final few remaining minutes. The 68th minute, to be exact. We receive the ball, a poor pass from their left-back. We're going to charge forward. We've got Foden at the back post. He is in complete space. We're going to try and find him. We do exactly that on the volley, saved by the keeper, but it falls into the path of Erling Haaland, who puts us in front. Hopefully now there is no looking back and we can go on to secure victory in this game. Well, with 5 minutes remaining, the goalkeeper of Brentford clears it upfield. Baptiste takes it down, finds Fofana, the goal scorer. He finds Rossi. Rossi finds the back of the net. And you've got to ask Edison, should he be doing better there? Maybe he should. Maybe we should look to sell him and replace him in January, but the game is going to end 2-2. That is going to be it for this episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed this one. If you have, please like, subscribe, and peace.